Bosnia and Herzegovina belongs in Europe, not just geographically and culturally, but economically and politically too. That's why the European Union is actively engaged in helping this country. Among other things, the EU provides Bosnia and Herzegovina with 200 million convertible marks every year in financial assistance. Well over 1 billion convertible marks has already been transferred to help provide BiH citizens with educational and legal and welfare services that are closer to European Union standards. And EU funds have also been allocated to building infrastructure. These activities reflect the solidarity of the European Union's 500 million citizens with the citizens of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The continued and active presence of EUFOR is evidence of the European Union's commitment to Bosnia and Herzegovina's sovereignty and security. Since September 2011, the reinforced European Union presence in Bosnia and Herzegovina has brought together the resources of the European Commission, the European External Action Service and the European Council to work with the people and the institutions of this country. The reinforced EU mission is engaged across the board. Key activities include helping the authorities in Bosnia and Herzegovina make the political system work, helping to ensure that public finances in Bosnia and Herzegovina are transparent and viable, supporting the long-term effort to make the courts in this country work better, the only way of tackling organized crime and corruption, working with ministries and business associations to target investment that will create jobs and start to alleviate poverty. The EU provided more than 24 million convertible marks to help fund the census. One of the key elements in helping to make the BiH political system work has been to encourage the different levels of government to establish an efficient coordination mechanism that will make it possible to enact and implement the massive body of legislation that accompanies EU membership. Another major element in upgrading the BiH political system is to end institutional discrimination against some citizens, which is the basis of the European Court of Human Rights ruling in the Sejdić-Finci case. This is why the EU has been actively involved in efforts to get political agreement on implementing this ruling. The need for rapid action to address Bosnia and Herzegovina's economic decline is clear to all. The country currently has the highest rate of youth unemployment and the second highest overall unemployment rate in Europe. It also comes at the bottom of the European table in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business Index and near the bottom of the European table in Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index. The Compact for Jobs and Growth is an ambitious economic agenda formulated in the summer of 2014 by international and BiH experts, government officials and business and civil society representatives brought together under the auspices of the EUSR.
High unemployment rates, especially amongst the youth, low rates of investment and growth, a complicated and non-transparent business climate and corruption, and a low level of social support for the less well-off in society are the key issues to be addressed by a coherent and a comprehensive reform agenda.
Reforms take time, and BiH citizens need help not tomorrow, but today.
Nama je politika i preko glave, vjerujte. Mi smo toliko svi politika, vrlo malo ekonomija, vrlo malo briga o mladima, a samo ekonomija može izvući ovu našu zemlju iz krize.
The popular protests all across the country during the last year reflect the indignation of the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina. They are right to be indignant and they are right to demand change. The European Union will continue to stand by the people of this country. That's why when the catastrophic floods struck in May, the EU acted quickly.
Prema procjeni je oko 950.000 ljudi pomaknuto sa svojih domova.
The initial phase is to save people from the water, Of course, then comes the cleaning up phase and the phase to handle the residing water whenever that happens. We will now listen to what the needs are. We will coordinate with the other friends of Bosnia-Herzegovina who are with us here, and then we will see where the capabilities are available and see if we can get them to Bosnia as quick as possible.
The European Commission, together with France and Slovenia, organized a donors conference in July 2014 that mobilized pledges of more than 1.5 billion convertible marks for BiH flood recovery. The EU allocated 84 million convertible marks directly to rebuild houses, schools and key infrastructure, and to help farms and companies stay in business so that they wouldn't have to lay off workers.
Kao što vidite, to znači sve, od podova do zidova, sve ono što je bilo i najugroženije, što je bilo potrebno uraditi. Znači, ostalo su samo stvari da stavimo i možemo da se uselimo.
The overwhelming majority of BiH citizens want to move towards full EU membership.
We want Bosnia-Herzegovina to join the European Union. We're prepared to go the extra mile to have this happening, and we hope very much that the offer is being picked up.
The European Union walks with the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and as they demand a better standard of living and a more promising future as full members of the European family, they can count on the continued practical, enthusiastic and sustained support of the EU and its representatives in this country.